Brewton, Minnesota. Population less than 800. Crowds travel from near and far to the rural community in search of delicious artisan cheeses produced at Redhead Creamery, a family dairy that's grown with the next generation to include cheese making. One of the owners and operators, Sjostrom, explains the multi-generational impact dairy farms provide to a community.
In a dairy farm, you're going to be here for generations if you put a footprint down like we have here. And I think that creates good leaders on our school boards, our local townships too. So I think that's something that's kind of missed, the social fabric that dairy farmers maybe hold together.
Sjostrom, who also serves as executive director for the Minnesota Milk Producers Association, says that dairy farming is a long-term business and one that's far more important to society than most realize.
When a calf is born, that is basically a 5-year business plan. You're not going to make money back on that calf born until 5 years later on a dairy farm. So when you think about that, when we pour concrete, when we put up buildings, that's a generational commitment.
Investing in the community, supporting other local businesses, and building strong school systems are all areas of interest for the nation's dairy producers, Sjostrom says. And rural areas benefit greatly when producers stay in business. Dairy farmers ship a perishable product that needs to be produced with high standards and delivered fresh. This means local service is important, and so too is choosing companies where you have a personal relationship. His advice for making it in the long term?
We're really good at producing our feed. We're really good at taking care of our cows so they're hitting optimal production and reproduction and everything that goes with it. But I think we need to think a lot more about managing risk, and that includes human resources, that includes financial management. If we can get that right, I think we're going to have dairy farmers that last for generations to come.
Especially during an extremely volatile year like 2020, Sjostrom says finding ways to manage risk is essential. Working with bankers, insurance agents, and others helps ensure profitability. For Redhead Creamery, the path forward includes staying committed to serving their community, producing quality cheeses, and caring for their herd of registered Holsteins.
I've grown up on a registered Holstein farm, and this has always been a registered Holstein farm. And the reason for that is essentially that we see them as adding value. Our cows can produce just as much cheese pounds or more than those other breeds, and they have a lot more value at harvest of the animal. So for us, it's an easy win. So we feel really confident that we're using the best animals we can for our cheese.
Redhead Creamery was recently featured in the Holstein America documentary series. Visit HolsteinUSA.com to watch the program and learn more. For Holstein Association USA, I'm Miles Ramsey.